Dr. Tess, thank you so much for seeing me today.
Anytime. So what brings you in today?
So I'm a junior at VCU right now, majoring in biology, and I'm trying to pay my way through. And I'm just struggling a little bit. Because I used to be really into working out and lifting and all that stuff. But now between work, school, I've just recently adopted a dog. It becomes a lot harder for me to be able to find time to get my workouts in.
I see. So it sounds like you've had experience in working out before, but now you're just finding it difficult with many other things going on.
Yes, exactly. I just think being able to find a time in the day to balance between homework, going to work, and even eating, it's a lot. So I'm just trying to find time to where I can put aside and actually get what I want done.
Sounds like you've engaged in physical activity before. Can you walk me through a little bit what your day looks like so we can figure something out?
Yeah, so I basically wake up, feed the dog, walk the dog, feed myself, and then go to class for a couple hours a day. I would say like max of three, like in a row. And then I'll come back, walk the dog again, and then do some homework, feed myself again, go to work, and kind of nightly routine would be get back from work, feed the dog, walk them, and go to bed, basically.
Okay, wow, it sounds like you have a very busy day. How about on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to engage in exercise every day?
I would probably say it's between probably a 7 and an 8, just because it was such a big part of my life before I had to start going back to school and stuff like that. I think it's really important to me just because for me, it's an aspect of like self care, not necessarily like just doing it to be healthy. Like I also wanted for the mentality aspect of it. So yeah.
So instead of not engaging in physical activity, your coming back today shows that you're concerned about your health, and it also shows that you're concerned about your time management, which is perfectly fine, and that's why I'm here to help. You mentioned that you have a dog. What type of activities do you engage with her?
So besides the daily walks, like all that good stuff, we tend to go on hikes or like walk around Belle Isle or walk around campus just so she can see everything. She loves going and exploring.
You spend a lot of time with your dog daily, and obviously she's a big chunk of your time throughout your day. She's a very big block in the schedule. Yeah. So along with your dog, can you tell me a little bit about how school is affected?
Yeah. So now that I'm paying for school, it's harder for me to find the time to actually go out and do things just because I'm having to be tied up with work, trying to actually, get money to feed myself and pay for all these bills. So that's definitely a stressor in my life and something that is constantly on my mind, but I'm trying to not let it get in the way too much. She was a part of my life. I was definitely like working out and exercising was my number one priority. But ever since I've gotten her and I've noticed that my priorities have changed a little bit, I was thinking of ways to incorporate her in basically trying to kill two birds with one stone. So I was thinking about possibly either taking her for runs or going like to different trails here and there and see how far she can go and how far I can go. I feel like if I exercise more and make it more of a priority, I would be able to control a lot of my like outside stressors, including school, work, the dog. I think being able to take that time out of my day and like really focus on me and like improving not even my body but also mentality and how I find like my inner strength and all that would make me feel a lot less anxious and stressed out all the time.
So is it fair of me to say then if you were to engage in exercise maybe a little bit less than you did before, that you would maybe, like, how would that make you feel?
If it just makes me feel that like I'm not doing anything. Like it makes me feel lazy and makes me makes me sit around and think a lot more than I usually do, and that kind of drives me up the wall.